Well, Titans, they've done it again. The new Strand Titan aspect has given the subclass another super fun broken toy to use. It's called Banner of War, which states defeat a target with a melee attack, finisher, or sword to raise a banner of war that pulses with energy, periodically healing nearby allies and increasing melee and sword damage. Now the melee damage increase is 40%, which can be massive for teammates using builds such as Bonkhammer or Arc Hunter, because yes, it does stack with those builds, so anyone inside of that radius is going to be getting a 40% melee and sword damage buff, which the sword damage buff is 10%. While seeming like a small number, in comparison to the melee buff, you can stack that with the likes of Surge mods to further boost the damage of the sword, and hey, if you're a sword lover like me, then this is right up your alley. Now the second part of the aspect states targets defeated by you and nearby allies charge the banner, increasing the speed of which it pulses, and that can stack up to 4 times and pulse quite frequently, replenishing health quickly. Meaning, yes, you can pretty much get the initial kill and go AFK, and your teammates can keep the banner up for you pretty much at all times. So, you know, for once, random teammates killing everything is of actual use to a build. Now there are 2 builds I've created with this aspect in mind, one to take advantage of both benefits, both melee and sword. The first build is focused on swords, using both last season's Strand sword, then Precipice, and Lament to fully take advantage of the 10% damage bonus and using Stronghold so we can have game-breaking damage resistance plus healing. Stronghold's exotic perk gives you 50% damage resistance while blocking. Put that together with Max Resilience, which is 30%, and Woven Mail, which I believe they nerfed it down to 45% damage resist, and you're pretty much unkillable. And then it gets even better with Restoration granted from dealing damage after blocking damage, which starts at 4 seconds of Restoration times 2 for 1 stack, and up to 16 seconds of Restoration times 2 for 100 stacks. Can you see how this now can, get a little out of hand? Yeah? Now, you can use that with Lament to get even more healing from its trait Red Consumption, which is as simple as holding block and then doing damage with both light and heavy attacks. The other aspect you're going to want to use with this build alongside Banner of War will be Into the Fray, so you can keep up Woven Mail for both you and your allies at almost all times. Now the fragments that I use with this build are going to be Thread of Warding, Thread of Transmutation, Thread of Fury, and Thread of Generation. When I am using Thin Precipice instead of Lament, I use Thread of Propagation instead of Thread of Generation to get more benefit out of using Strand weapons. I will also throw on the Preorder Bonus for Final Shape Tessellation to use Triple Strand loadout, just because it's actually pretty good and it's really fun to use. So yeah. Now the second build uses our good old buddy Monte Carlo, which by the way just got a catalyst, giving it a glaive. Now combining those with the aspects Banner of War and last season's Flechette Storm to unleash barrages of ranged melees that can even do work to bosses. This loop's pretty simple too with this build. Proc Banner of War, get kills with Monty to get melee charges, and then use melee charges on groups of enemies or a boss, rinse and repeat. And this will allow you to dish out some crazy good melee damage from a range. And if you can take advantage of biotic enhancements as well, boy, this build will put in some serious damage on bosses. The fragments this build uses are Thread of Propagation, Thread of Warding, Thread of Fury, and then Thread of Continuity. And while this build might not be as strong as the sword build for survivability, it's just tons of fun to run, and it's really satisfying to just fly up in the air and just throw melees at enemies and watch, even some bosses like HP bars just completely delete. And so, I hope you guys enjoyed both these builds just as much as I did while making the video. Feel free to please leave other build ideas in the comments for others to try out as well. I'd love that, to just build a community of people who just want to, make builds, enjoy builds, make stupid fun ability spam stuff, broken things, all that good stuff. But also, go follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/SuperDSX. Live streams of Destiny coming soon, and other games definitely. We'll be dabbling with some variety. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.